So hello YouTube, I finally got a video. I had so many interruptions. This is like my third take, but I'm trying. But anyway, before I get started, I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'm almost up to 200 subscribers, so hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll give you more content about birthing, natural birthing, and since I have 6 kids, I'm definitely gonna try to start back coming on with more content. Thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you for your prayers. I really appreciate it. What a journey. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into my birth story. But before I get into my birth story, I'm gonna introduce you to baby Zamar. As you can see, he have a head full of hair. I love it. I hope it grows out where we have to be like, do we want to cut it? I really do. He have this, I love brushing his hair. It reminds me of my son Zane when he was here. He passed away, God rest his soul. I used to brush his hair. He had a lot of hair. He was one of my first boys to have a lot of hair. And Zamar got this I love it. He got this beautiful hair. So I think he liked when I brush his hair. He got the hiccups now. You ready to say hi? Huh? So, YouTube, this is my baby Zamar Ellis Murphy. Say hi, Zamar. You gonna drop the pacifier? Say hi. Oh, you're so adorable. Look. Look. We're going to get up close so you can be seen in the camera. Say hi. We're going to get back a little bit. Say hi. Oh, you're so precious. Say, I got the hiccups, Mommy. I got the hiccups. So, as of now, he is Monday. He will be 3 weeks old. It feel like it's going by fast. He'll be 3. He was 8 pounds and 10 ounces at birth, I think. And now he is 9 pounds and 7 ounces, I think. Sam had weighed him for me. He eats well. He don't like his diaper change. He do not like, he don't like nobody bothering him when he sleep. Overall, he's a typical baby. Just want to be held and all those good, beautiful things. So, it's all good. I think with me, I'm just adjusting to having a baby. Honey, is that you? I hear the door opening. Y'all excuse the commotion. Is that you, honey?
Hey.
Hi, honey. Do you need some help? Y'all, I'm going to just talk through the noise. I got 6. It's a total of 8 people in the house. So, it's non-scripted, so bear with me. But anyway, so, he's a typical good. The kids, they are crazy about him. They all love him. Zephaniah, he wasn't as bad as Zariah. Zariah cried when we brought Zephaniah home from the hospital. Zariah cried for 2 weeks straight, just straight whining. It drove me and Sam up the wall. So, Zephaniah has his moments, but when he sees his brother, he wants to hold him. But he just want to be included too. Now, Zariah was a whole, oh my gosh. Zariah and Zephaniah is just getting along now. I mean, because Zariah was like, and then they still get into little arguments now. It'd be so funny. But they're learning to love each other. Zariah, oh my gosh, she had a hard time giving up that baby spot. Zephaniah, like I said, he have his moments, but he it's pretty. I mean, he's pretty accepting of Zamar. But like I said, he still have his moments. He gets up in the morning and he wants to still lay in bed with me. He will literally try to knock the baby out of my arms, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. But I think it is an adjustment for everybody. Myself, the kids, but we're adjusting. It's a good adjustment because look at this beautiful baby. It's a great adjustment. It's a blessing. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get into my story. I'm going to get into my story, and we're going to go back to July the 8th, and I think I told a little bit of it because I wasn't sure what was going on, but so July the 8th was my last day to work, so I went in to work, and before I went to work, I started catching diarrhea, so I used the restroom before I went home, before I went to work, and then told my family bye, went on to work. So by the time I got there, my stool just changed from when I used the restroom at home. It got looser. So I used the bathroom one time and with a lot of cramps, and I was like, okay, I'm fine. But then I kept using the bathroom the second time, and it was cramping, and it was just really creeping me out. I'm like, okay. So by the third time, I was like, okay, I'm not going to stay here because I do not, what if I go in labor? And I do not want to have a baby here at this job because everybody was on edge with me, kept coming to work. I worked all the way up till it was time to, I worked all the way up until it was time to go on leave or whatever. So I put in 3 hours. After putting 3 hours in, I went on, dude, you keep dropping your passive. But I put in 3 hours and I came on home. And I called my husband, let him know what's going on, called my doula. So I got home all through the night. I was all through the night. I was constantly going to the bathroom, and then when I went, I began to see more mucus coming out. I thought I was finished releasing the mucus, but this time it was blood. It was a bloody show, and I'm like, out of all my pregnancies, I've never had blood to show like that. So I was like, okay. I still was like, this baby is not coming to the end of the week. I may go over. So that's how I was thinking. I was not believing the baby was coming. I was stretching myself, as my doula has told me. And this time I was really prepared I was really looking forward to enjoying that week of waiting for the baby because I wanted to do a little more cleaning. I wanted to do a little decoration set up for him. I was really hoping he came like on the 15th or the 16th. So that would have given me time to rest instead of going straight into labor, but it didn't happen that way. So the night came and I still was diarrheaing, just still running. But by the time I made that video, my diarrhea had slowed down. And the cramps sort of went, everything just sort of came to a halt. So I was like, oh. So I went to bed that night. And I was just like, Lord, whenever you're ready. But I'm not expecting no baby anytime soon. So I went to sleep that night, and I woke up, it was about 1 o'clock of July the 10th, and I couldn't sleep. So I got on my phone and started playing my game. My husband was asleep, and I was really enjoying my game. And I just started having these little cramps, and I'm like, oh, this, I kept telling myself, I'm like, this ain't nothing. These are cramps, they ain't gonna stay. I'm good. So they kept coming a little more, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're getting a little intense. And I did not want to get off that game, y'all. I wanted to stay playing my game because my mind was set on the 15th. I'm like, this baby is not coming tonight or now, whatever. And Sam had to go to work that Monday that we had him. So I just was not looking for him to come. I was in denial as the cramps was coming. And so the cramps kept getting intense. So about 1:50, I got up and I came down to the dining room. I checked on my cameras to make sure everything was okay. I got on the birthing ball a little bit, and I thought maybe it'll go away because my mind was like, this is not happening. This is just, I really think this is false labor. But by the time I got back upstairs to go wake up Sam, it got more intense, and it didn't go away. And I said, Sam, I think this is it. So he got up with me, and it was just me and him before we called anybody. We did call the doula. We thought she wasn't going to be able to make it, but she did wake up and answer my phone call. I got the clips of that. But it was just me and Sam. And you guys, with this labor, I was able to talk. I didn't have no time to talk with my last two. But I was able to laugh. I was able to talk. I was able to move around. I had so much movement until it was ridiculous. I was going from the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, back down here in the dining room, on the floor, on the birthing mat. I had so much freedom to move around, and I loved it. I mean, it couldn't have gotten any better. So me and Sam, it was about 2, and me and Sam was just me and him. So finally, my doula came, and then we finally, when it got more, and I was just still laboring, and she was helping me breathe. She was, Sam made me laugh a lot, and I could just tell that I was going through I could tell I was just going through the labor stages. So it was, the beginning was like early labor because me and Sam talked and laughed, and the atmosphere was so calm. I wasn't frustrated. It was beautiful. And then I went into that second stage. I remember going in the bathroom, and she was teaching me how to breathe through it, and it was getting more intense. Sitting on the toilet felt like everything was just slowly opening up. And so finally, if you watch the video, I made it. I was so in so much pain. If you can see, I was like over here in the corner, just cringing, and I felt the change. And if you pay attention to people that know about birth, and if you notice the change in my voice, it was transition time. Because I was like, I just need rest on my back. So they was trying to put me on the sofa. And then when I got on the sofa, I'm like, I couldn't sit down. It just felt uncomfortable. So finally, I got back on the floor and got on the birthing ball. And it got intense. And oh my gosh, it was, whew. It was a couple of pushes. I felt him coming. I felt him from here all the way. I felt it all, and I was like so ready for it to be over with. And I remember watching the video, and I was like, oh my gosh. And Sam was like, no, you're almost done. And when I went back and looked at the video, he shot out of me. It was like Zariah's birth, her head was just hanging for a minute. No, I was just in the ring of fire for a moment, and Sam had to literally help get her out. But with this baby, he shot out so fast. I mean, it was painful, but it was so fast. when I looked at the footage, and he just, everything just, boom, just came out. And then when I went back to look at it, so it was over with, and I told Sam I noticed that the umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck. And he said, yeah, it was. And I'm like, oh my gosh. He said, yeah. He said, I just unwrapped it. I just unwrapped it, and I patted him, and he had something coming out of his mouth, but he was okay. And I was telling Sam, I said, Sam, and I said, you know, if I would have went to the hospital with the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck, they would have said that that's dangerous, and I would have had to have a C-section. And I was telling him, how those lies that they tell just to get you to have a C-section. And I did notice that. So, oh my gosh, the cord was wrapped. But he was fine. But you got to remember, babies breathe different versus in the womb versus out the womb. And it takes them, I believe, a couple of seconds to transition from breathing, from how they breathe in the womb to how they breathe in the earth once they're born. So as you see, it was a couple of seconds he wasn't saying anything, but once he got everything out of his mouth, he started crying, and he cried immediately. So that was great for me. It was a total of 3 hours. He was born at 5:15. Everything that I wanted, I got. Why are you interrupting my video? But everything I wanted, I got. The kids were asleep. I didn't want Sam to be at work and me have to call him. That's what I was like, Lord, please don't let that be. And he didn't. So I got the birth that I wanted, and the kids woke up and there was a baby there. So it was really beautiful. Of course, I had my photography lady that came. Ask me, am I completely happy with it? I mean, that was her first time doing a birth, and I'm always trying to find opportunity for women to come in my space and hope to inspire them. That's why I invited her. And then I didn't want to be worried about the camera, even though in one of the clips you do see me trying to set the camera. We got enough footage. We just didn't get we didn't get the birth. But I not completely satisfied with that footage, because I really thought it would be better than that. I just really feel like it was just all the clips were just mushed together, and the lighting wasn't what I wanted. But I still thank you guys for watching the video. She did get the footage, but moving forward, I'm definitely fit to learn more about what I love to do, and that's doing this, editing and stuff like that. I'm definitely fit to take the time to learn more about it. But that's my birth story, guys. And then here in Alabama, of course, you have to take them to the doctor. So I took him to the doctor 3 days later. He checked out fine. Everything looks good. He do have this little red mark on his eye, and the doctor said that's probably because of birth trauma, and it'll go away. He's a little gassy right now, but he's the typical baby. He don't like his diaper change. He's a good baby. I can't complain. It's just adjusting to all 6 of the kids. So that's my birth story. Let me see where I'm at on the camera, and then I'm going to share postpartum. Oh gosh. Well, guys, I guess it's going to be a little part 2. Part 2 is not going to be long, because, well, I might got a little time to squeeze it in. Is it? I think so. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to wrap it up. But how I'm doing with postpartum. Now the mental part of it, because that's what I covered on the series that I was doing up to have him. I'm great. I don't have no thoughts of, I'm not depressed. I know when the enemy do try to bring thoughts to my mind, but I know how to use my spiritual sword and cut him up, and he goes away and leave me alone. So I do know how to fight spiritually against those thoughts that try to present themselves to me. So mentally, I'm good. Physically, with the postpartum, I still have, like today, I had like contractions. Well, not contractions, but cramps in my back. My cervix still hurts from time to time. I'm recovering pretty good. It's just, for me, after I have a baby, I get on this hormone, what I call hormone high, where I feel like after I done gave birth to a baby, especially with the natural births I've had, I feel like I can do anything. And then my mind be like, do this. My mind frame still be like, go back to doing what you was doing before you had the baby. And then when I do that, I pay consequences for it. My body just like, no, you need to rest. But my mind just be on a high. That's my postpartum story. But like, if y'all seen the little short video I did with the pink on, and in that moment, you guys, I felt good. I felt amazing. I put on that pink shirt and I seen how much my stomach went down, and I was like, girl, you look good. So I ran in the front room and did a video, and I was showing off 2 weeks after having a baby. I'm telling you, when I went to go later that night, I caught a migraine that was out of this world. And I was going to actually do my video then, but that migraine shut me down, and I had to take some ibuprofen and rest. And so I just have to find balance. That's where I'm in with postpartum. Like I said, my mind is like, I got to do this, got to do this, got to do this. But when I try to go with what my mind says, my body like just shut down. And I did family photos. I did his newborn pictures. They are so beautiful. But I did too much. That was just the third day in. I think he had like 4 different outfits. And I tried to take some clips with the kids. And after I got through putting up my studio equipment and everything, I felt horrible. I felt like I had just got to open the door. So I'm really trying to stay in bed and take it easy and do one thing at a time, because really it takes 6 to 8 weeks for a woman to recover from pregnancy. So with this pregnant, I have been, the first 2 weeks I've been in bed. Now slowly I'm sort of getting up and doing things, but my body still reminds me, like, you just had a baby. And like when I went out today, he cried all day, and I was okay, but my body was like, oh my gosh, you need to go back in the house. But besides that, I'm doing good. Now the kids, oh my gosh, they get on my nerves so bad. I can't stand loud noises. I just really be glad when I get out of this phase of postpartum. But besides that, I am doing great. We are doing great. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right here, you guys. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to ask. I'm trying to think that I covered everything. Yeah, I think I did. I think I covered everything. It was a quick birth. I talked about the umbilical cord and everything. And he's still up. You should be up with all that crying you did. So yeah, guys, that is my video. So I'm gonna go upstairs and go spend some time with my husband, because he bought me something to eat, and spend some time with this beautiful baby. But you guys, look for this upload. God bless, and I will be bringing you guys more content soon. Like and subscribe. Keep subscribing, keep liking. God bless. Y'all have a great day. Tell him bye-bye. You gonna say bye? Are you gonna say bye-bye? Tell him bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, you so beautiful.